here from Everything Zen, and I'm here with Marie, one of our longtime clients. I'm going to demonstrate some of the techniques I use to open up the hips and get a lot more space in the pelvic area, the lower back, just so you don't feel so restricted in your daily movement. Marie, you have a desk job, correct? You sit at a desk job quite a bit, which that can cause a lot of tension here in the hip flexors from being in a seated position for so long. So what we like to do with our desk workers is release some of this area here. And let's just see where Marie's restricted. Just let me know if you feel any pinching or restriction so I can know where.
It's just tight when you start getting down there, not really pinching, but just
in the
tight.
front here, just tightness here.
And around.
And tightness in the lower. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you're definitely restricted there. Okay. So normally we would do a lot more of a warm up, but just for the purpose of demonstration, we're going to go very quickly. I forget my words when I'm nervous. Do some work here in the hip flexor. Even go so much as to get really deep into the psoas muscle. The psoas muscle is really deep in the hip here, which a lot of people are not familiar with. This is a really good release for people who sit at a desk all day, because that is the muscle that is in constant contraction when you're sitting. Breathe for me. I know it's uncomfortable. But this will immediately release the lower back, give you more squatting potential. If you do squats. Do you do squats, Marie?
Sometimes. I should do more.
So that's a psoas release that I love to do with people that have lower back pain. Desk workers, like I said. I'm going to have you turn over, Marie. I like to release this quadratus lumborum, the lower back here, as well as get into the glute and hip here, because there's a lot of restriction here that restricts movement in the hip area. Also, if you have any sciatic pain ever, some of it can be the culprit in this area here. And a great stretch that I like to do with my sitters is this here. So once we warm up the tissue in this area and in here, I like to get in a little deeper with some stretching for that hip flexor.
That feels good.
Yeah, it's a really great release for people who sit. If you ever have any lower back pain as well. And I'm going to have you turn onto your side facing me, Marie. Bottom leg straight, top leg bent. Here, I like to use a lot of different techniques, just kind of all integrated into one massage. This is some Thai work here. This is great for releasing the outside of the hip. It's also a great angle to release the psoas muscle as well. Sometimes I'll do it from this way here. Like this. Also a great release for the hip flexor. But if you've never had a massage, you can't truly understand how the body's connected until you experience it. And then once you're on the table, I get a lot of people go, "Oh, I didn't even know that was connected to that."
True.
All right, face up again. We're going to test your range of motion real quick again. And I don't know if you can see this, but I can see it, that everything's moving a lot more freely. Do you feel like you're...
Yes.
And that was just with a few minutes.
Especially over this way.
Yeah, that was where you were really restricted. So just those few moves with the compressions, with the Thai technique, really opened up that area. Stretch here.
It's probably my tightest part of my body is my whole hips. And
like I said, with sitting, it's kind of inevitable. So unless you're doing a nice long daily yoga practice, most of us get restricted. All right. Thank you, Marie. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.